Right now, you're doing something ancient humans never got to do. You're safe, you're warm, and death feels far away. But somewhere in the back of your mind, maybe right now, maybe at 3 a.m. when everything goes quiet, it doesn't feel that far at all. That feeling, that quiet dread that creeps in when you really think about it, ancient humans felt it too, hundreds of thousands of years ago, in the dark, with nothing to protect them from it. And what they did about it is one of the most haunting things our species has ever done. Go back 430,000 years, northern Spain, deep inside a mountain, not near the entrance, not somewhere stumbled upon by accident. At the bottom of a 13-meter vertical shaft, in complete darkness, researchers found something that took decades to fully understand. The bones of at least 28 individuals, all placed at the bottom of the same pit, at roughly the same time. This is Cima de los Huesos, the pit of bones. Getting a body down that shaft wasn't easy. It served no practical purpose. These weren't people who fell in accidentally. The leading interpretation held by the scientists who excavated the site is that someone carried these bodies there deliberately, in the dark, down a shaft, for reasons we still don't fully understand. Scientists debate exactly what this means. Some believe it is one of the earliest signs of funerary behavior ever found. Others say it could have other explanations. We don't know for certain, but here's what that uncertainty itself tells you. Whatever happened at the bottom of that pit, somebody cared enough about the dead to do something. Something that cost time, energy, and had zero survival benefit. That's not nothing. That's the beginning of something. Fast forward to about 100,000 years ago, a cave called Kafze in what is now northern Israel. Researchers found the remains of at least 15 individuals, buried deliberately, with objects placed beside them that had no practical purpose whatsoever. One burial stopped everyone cold, a child, around 12 years old, and laid carefully across the child's chest 2 deer antlers. Think about that. Someone lost a child, and in their grief, they found the deer antlers and placed them there in the dark before covering the body. That is not survival behavior. That is not instinct. That is meaning. Someone trying to make death mean something other than just ending. The Smithsonian's Human Origins Program lists Kafze as one of the oldest confirmed intentional burials ever found. And recently, in 2025, archaeologists uncovered a third burial site in Israel from the exact same era, confirming this was not isolated. It was a pattern. Across different groups, different locations, early humans were burying their dead with care. So why? Here's what researchers believe made humans different from almost every other species on Earth. We can imagine our own death before it happens. A lion reacts to immediate danger. It does not lie awake thinking about dying someday. But somewhere in human evolution, something changed. Our ancestors developed the ability to think forward in time, to picture a future where they no longer existed, where the people they loved were gone, where the fire would still burn, but nobody they knew would be sitting around it. That awareness is extraordinary. It is also terrifying, and it appears, based on the fossil record, to have been with us for a very, very long time. Here is where it gets even stranger. The burials at Kafze included red ochre, a pigment with no nutritional value, no practical survival use, just color, just meaning, applied to the dead by the living. Researchers who study this period believe that ritual around death, the act of marking it, dignifying it, refusing to just walk away, may be one of the roots of everything we would eventually call culture. Think about that chain. Someone 100,000 years ago could not accept that a child was simply gone. They placed antlers. They used ochre. They made a ritual out of something unbearable. And the first symbols carved into stone. The first attempts to explain what happens after. Every religion ever practiced, every piece of art ever made, every song ever written about loss. Some thread of all of it traces back to someone standing over a grave in the dark, refusing to accept that this was simply the end. Here is what that means for you. That anxiety you feel when death crosses your mind. That urge to look away, stay busy, not think about it. You did not develop that. You inherited it. It was running in your ancestors 100,000 years ago. maybe much longer. It drove them to carry bodies down shafts into caves, to place antlers on children, to paint the dead with the color of blood and fire. It is one of the oldest things about being human, and the fact that you are here, watching this, thinking about it, feeling something you cannot quite name, means the people who felt that fear first never stopped trying to make sense of it. Neither should you.